Cheer. You already know it's your boy Joe. Your boy's back and I done did it again one more time. Not gatekeeping. I'm putting you on. I'm letting you know what's going on, where I've been, and what's happening. Okay? How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Hopefully you guys is doing amazing. You know me. I'm doing all right, bro. Like, we having an amazing month right now, guys. And I could tell you, man, this is crazy. Okay? I'm projecting that, this year I'm most likely gonna hit around 150 to $200,000 trading. Okay. Now, why am I talking about this here on this channel? I'm trying to put you guys on. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not trying to convince nobody. It's the same thing when I tell you guys, hey guys, learn how to code, learn how to get into this game, get a good job so you could have some capital. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you're not paying attention to what's happening in the market, I don't know what you're doing with yourself. Okay. The amount of opportunities, right? Believe it or not, right now, the wealth is in the market. Okay. It's about having assets. It's about knowing how to, extract money from the market. Right. And in a sense, it's like you have to pay attention to these things. Right. Again, don't be a tinterin like I was back in the days. I used to think all this shit was bullshit. I used to think trading was like bullshit. I'm like, yeah, nah, you can't really do day trading. You can't really do none of this stuff. Yo, I was like lost, man. I'm telling you guys out of my own experience. I was that guy that was like, yeah, I bought crypto, a long time ago and I held it for a long time and I sold it when it hit $20, right? When it hit 20,000, right? There's people that's still holding to this day. A Bitcoin is worth, almost $100,000. At one point, it was like 120, right? I have 14 of them, and I didn't believe in it. I was like, hey, I bought this thing, and now let me sell it. Got to 20,000. That's stupid. Okay, I'm telling you guys right now. I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'm trying to show you guys from my own experience, my own example, right? So hopefully, one of you guys that's watching this pays attention and listens to what I say in this video, okay, and this live stream, okay? I could tell you right now, guys, like this thing has changed my life because of the way, in a sense, it's like I work hard, and everyone here knows that. I work hard. I'm a family man. I take care of my family. I got 4 kids, my wife. I got my mom, my dad. I take care of a lot of people. I got people in DR on a payroll where we got to send money for them to, buy their new motorcycle, to fix their house. Like when you're a first generation immigrant, in a sense, right, and you come to this country, everybody's expecting you to help them out. And I've been that guy. I'm the only one in my family that has really made it, in the sense of like we've done pretty well. And I can tell you, like, once I got into this game of understanding how to trade, it took me a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It took me from 2023 till now. We're 3 years in, right? But I could tell you this is the best decision that I've done. Okay. It's been a ride, okay? It's been a crazy ride, but I can tell you guys, like, it's really, really good. I mean, in the sense of, like, for me, I have to work so hard to make $1,000. I go in and make $1,000 almost every day trading, okay? So with that being said, that allows me to work on my businesses, create new ideas, but then at the same time, it removes the weight and the pressure that I used to have of like, man, I gotta make all my businesses work. I gotta make as much money as possible. I gotta do this and that, right? Like I made myself, in a sense, like you can see, right? You see the V here, the gray. You're like, I'm 38. I stress myself out because I got so many responsibilities. But I can tell you guys right now, like this thing has lifted off a weight off my shoulder. Just having this skill, okay? Just having this skill and being able to generate some income for myself and my family, it is a game changer. I could tell you guys right now. And I wanted to go in and share, one of those small wins, right? So some of you guys could get motivated and could get, get to this point where I hit before, where it's like, maybe this isn't bullshit. I could tell you right now, it's not bullshit. Once you learn the skill of trading, right? You could do day trading, you could do swing trading, you could do investment, right? Again, it's not financial advice. I'm just showing you guys what has worked for me and what has changed my life, right? Of course, I'm still a developer. Of course, I still love to code, but this is just like something that allows me to make extra income. Remember, guys, I come from the niche websites, from getting paid on Google AdSense, ClickBank, affiliate links from Amazon, to then learning how to code, to then getting a job, to then from there, creating my own website so I could make my own money from my own websites. Then from there, coming into YouTube, to then from there going in, creating a platform to teach you guys how to code and make it easier for beginners to get into the game, right? Again, I'm just like you guys. I come from the bottom. I come from like the mud, right? And I understand sometimes learning how to code might seem difficult, but that's why I created my platform, codingphase.com, to make a difference, because I know how it is when you're trying to learn something new and it seems so overwhelming. And the way how people present it, they make it seem like it's so hard and so difficult. But in reality, it's a skill just like riding a bike. You have to go in, practice. And once you got it, oh shit, you got it. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing with trading. Right now, I'm in a trade right now. Let me see if I share this screen with you guys. Let me see if it pops up. My computer sucks. I don't know what's going on with this software called Ecamm Live. This shit's been acting up. It sucks because I don't even know if it's gonna show the screen or anything. God damn it. Look at this. Look how little the screen looks. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I go in and I could share this with you guys. This, I don't know what's going on with this computer, bro. It's pissing me off. That's why I haven't even gone live. I gotta find a new software so I could go in and do my live streams and do everything that I do here, and that it actually works. For some reason, they did an update and it's been like really, really messed up. Let me see if it actually shows the screen. Yeah, it's not even gonna show the freaking screen. This is crazy. I wanted to show you guys something real cool right now, right? But yeah, man, like I was saying, let me see if I could figure this out, see if we could get this screen to work. Hopefully it does. Let me see if it shows it. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, nah, it's acting up, bro. And there's nothing that I could do, right? But again, I guess I'll go in and share screenshots, I guess. Hopefully we could add a image to this freaking thing. Let me see if I could add this through here. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to show it through here like this. This is crazy. This software is acting up. Ecamm Live is crazy, bro. Yeah, so let me see if I open this up. Okay, I guess we got to do it like this. But yeah, man, right now, bro, like I'm in this trade. This is a stock called Elon Power, right? Basically popped up this morning, and I've been using my indicator, right? This is the Coding Phase entries indicator. By the way, for anybody that's interested in the indicator, I give it to you guys for free. Okay, when you go to codingphase.com and you basically use the link that's on the description, there's a course there for the trading fundamentals. Again, someone might say, God damn it, Joe, you're trying to sell me on some shit. To be honest with you guys, like, I'm not trying to sell you on shit. Like, I want whoever wants this to get it. To be honest with you, I don't care if you get it or you care about it. I'm sharing it because there's going to be one person out there. There's going to be one Joe that's like, you know what? Let me go in and learn this new skill. If Joe's telling me to learn this, it's because it actually works and I trust him, right? I wouldn't go in and tell you guys, go into anything unless it makes sense, right? But this is like a crazy play. We're talking about we're up like 1,000%. Right now with, let me see if I could share this, see if I could zoom in on this, I guess. Let me see, primary, okay. That's the primary, secondary. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I share this on the screen. See if we pop up. Remember, we started with $1,000 on this cash account. There's a cash account that I have, just for this course alone, just to go in and actually um, go over the things in here, right? And to use it as an example of like, hey, by learning the skill of trading and following, the way how I trade and the way how it works for me, right? Um, you could get some really good results. Your goal is to make, 1%, well, 2 to 3% to 10% per day. That's it, right? In a month, we already at 10,000. Okay, we from December to now, we're already like at 10,000. This thing is gonna go in and spiral up from here on. Okay, once you hit that $10,000 mark, now you could do big plays. Okay, and when opportunities like this one that popped up today, you could really maximize on it. Right now, even at that, I was actually late to the party because I was doing some stuff. I was doing stuff for codingphase.com, right? Which is funny, right? So sometimes I'll be working on things on codingphase.com, which might be profitable, might not be profitable, but it's going to help a lot of people. And I miss out on opportunities like this. But even with me being late, buying 200 shares, hey, this thing is already at 931. I bought it at, I think it's $2, $3. We already up, the market value of it is $2,000. Okay, I'm up for the day $1,500 on one trade, right? One opportunity, right? You don't have to day trade. You don't have to do it every day. When you see an opportunity, you jump in. But you need to know how to use the software. You need to have the right indicators. You need to understand how to read the charts. You need to understand how to read the news to see what's going on. Because if not, you will lose money. Okay, that's just how it is, right? But I share all of these things with you guys to show you guys, what's possible. Because I used to be a thinker. I used to be one of these people that I'm like, there was this kid called Ramsey. Shout out to Ramsey. Ramsey, if you're watching this, Ramsey was trying to put me on in 2020, 2019. He's like, yeah, bro, you gotta learn this skill. Like, cause I never hear you talking about your investments or you doing any of these things. And Ramsey was the one trying to put me on. He's a subscriber from here. Shout out to Omar Soriel, who he came in as a student. He has his own crib now. He became a developer. He got like 3 houses. He does trading. He does a lot of stuff. He's been doing it for a minute. And he was trying to put me on. And I was one of these people that will be like, yeah, bro, I don't know about that. You could lose money. This is all bullshit, right? Because all you see is scammers. All you see is random people that go in and be like, with the Lamborghini in the back. I don't trust nobody. If you're showing me a Lamborghini, I don't trust you. That's my mood. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like everybody else here. You show me, hey guys, here's me in my garage with my Lamborghini. I don't trust you. Yo, fucking Lamborghini should be suing people for just showing their fucking Lamborghinis on commercials for random fucking bullshit courses and bullshit things that people be teaching or selling dreams on people. Yeah, so it's crazy though, right? Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities, bro. Like, this is freaking crazy right now. Like, I'm just like, I'm excited for this 2026. I'm excited for how the year's starting. I'm excited for, me being able to unlock this skill, because then now I'm also putting my family on. I'm putting a couple of people on. And because me, I like to teach the things that I unlock, right? Now, someone said, Joe, you should just teach it to me for free. But guess what? It costs me a lot of money to learn all of this stuff. And, investment and fucking losing money and losing that. Now you don't have to do that. You don't have to go through that. It's like that line from Jay-Z said, Hov did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same concept. The game is to be sold, not to be told, unfortunately, especially when it costs you, right? But I don't care if you learn it from me or you learn it from somebody else. If you've been following me, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to go in and put you on and teach you this thing the proper way as a beginner. Because a lot of these people that come in and they show you big numbers and this is how you lose money, this is how you go crazy. Nah, what you need to do is be consistent. If you go in and you make 3 to 10%, you're good to go. That will go in and balloon in the next couple of months. And then now you have the capital to actually go in, take big sizes, and then from there come in and say, well, now I'm making 500 a day. Now I'm making 1,000 a day. Now I'm making 2,000 a day, right? That's how you go in and you do this. You don't go in with your savings. You don't go in with big money. No, you go in and you let the money grow little by little. You go in and you have that 3% to 10% a day, and from there calculate this. You have $100, right? 3% times 20 days, 21 days of trading. If you're able to be consistent, on average, you could literally go in and say, well, if I have $100, I could go in and make that $100 into at least 140. If you could do that, you're in the right path. If you could go in and get it to 140, 130, you're in the right path, because now you already learned the skill. You already learned, excuse me, I've been sick. You already learned the skill. You already learned how to trade, how to find opportunities for you. And then when you are ready, you go in and say, okay, now I'm trading with $500. Now I'm trading with $1,000. Right now, as you can see, we brought it up from $1,000, this cash account. This is the stuff that I'm showing inside of the trading course. We brought it from $1,000 in December, and from there to now is ballooned to 10,000. Then from there we're gonna go in and balloon it, over the next 6 months, and I'll give you guys a recap of it and be like, hey guys, now we are at 50,000. Now we are at 100,000, and you'll see the process. This is stuff that I'm gonna go in and show you guys inside that trading course. Like I said, links in the description. But I wanted to show you guys, like, this is a crazy opportunity. This is like some stuff that it happens at least once a month, right? Not as big as 1,000, but you could pretty much get a 4x, 5x with trading. You just got to be able to look at the opportunities, and when the opportunity come in, you take advantage of it. Unfortunately, this morning I couldn't go hard, and I got in a little bit late, and this thing's been halting all day, so I can't even buy no more. All I could do is wait to see how far this thing goes. Yesterday I caught one really, really good. That was called TCGL. Okay, just to show you guys here, right? Again, this doesn't happen every day, but when it does, oh my God, it's beautiful. This thing done went from like $3, from like $7-8, all the way to $450. I don't think you understand what that means, okay? For anyone that's not paying attention, right? Wealth is in the market, guys, okay? Unfortunately, that's where it is, right? Now, investments is long-term investments. Trading is I buy low, I sell high, right? And when there's opportunities like this, you buy low, you hold, you chill, and you sell high, right? $800, right, would have been 100 shares, right? Yesterday, right? With $800 would have basically been 800. Well, we can say 450 times 100. That's $45,000. Now it sounds crazy. $845,000. Yes. Okay. There's people that made that yesterday, right? Today, this is another one. ELPW. Okay. I'm in it. I'm laying this ride, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Okay. Now, if we see that it starts going down, crazy, cool. We cash out, and we made like $900, $800 for the day, which is not bad. But we're letting this shit ride until after hours. This stock is hot right now. When I'm telling you guys right now, this is hot. This is hot toddy right now. Okay, I'm 287% up right now. Look at this. This is, I wish I could share my screen. This thing is crazy right now. Okay, I wish I could share my screen right now. Okay, I've been trying to buy this whole time, but it's been halting so much that I can't even get in anymore. If not, I would have thrown in a good $5,000, right? This thing is already going at 11. This is the bid. This is the ask, right? People is already bidding, pretty damn high. So this most likely is gonna open at 11. That's already, I'm gonna be up like 20, not 20, $2,000 around there. Okay, like $2,000. Again, I'm just showing you guys this for motivation. Don't think that this happens every day. What happens every day is being consistent and getting your 3 to 10%, right, of whatever your account is. And if you could do that, then you're in the right path. Then when you're ready, you could go in and scale it to the next level, right? For me, my personal account, I don't even want to show that. Let's just say my personal account just from yesterday's was crazy. I missed out on this one. I couldn't even get on my personal account. I just got in on the cash account just quick. Boom. Jumped in this. But with that being said, right, I'm showing this to just motivate some of you guys, and hopefully some of you guys understand the power that you're getting with something like this. It's a skill. It's not something scary. I used to be that person that used to be like, man, this is bullshit. This is not. Bro, I'm telling you right now, this is the shit that changed my life. Like, now I code for fun. I work on the things that I do for fun, dude, because I enjoy it. It's not the pressure. I don't have that pressure of what I used to have before, where it's like, man, I gotta take care of so many people, but I gotta work hard to make more money. And even like back in the days, I remember I had said this in a live stream. I say, hey man, if it's not really about saving money, it's about making more money, right? But the truth is that it wasn't just about making more money. It was really about learning how to invest, learning how to use certain tools, learning how to put your money to work for you. Because once you build capital, right, it's like right now, right? Let's say tax season is coming up. You could go in and be like, hey man, I'm buying a brand new car. Do you need a brand new car? No. Maybe you want to save your money there so you can invest in yourself and open up your own business. That's going to get you out of your job, right? Maybe you want to go in and save that money up so you could go in and get a down payment for the house that you're going to buy, so your wealth could grow, okay? Your family wealth could grow, okay? Maybe you want to go in and say, you know what? Maybe an extra $100, $200. Maybe I want to go in and see what I could do in the market. Once I train myself, right, and I know what I'm doing, right? It's up to you how you want to do it. But, I'm sharing all of these things to you guys because I'm telling you, like, it's a different ball game now. Like, straight up, it's a different ball game. It's like when you seen the light. When you seen the light and you learn a skill. There's like, I thought that learning to code was gonna change my life, and it did. Right? It really did. It really changed my life. It taught me a skill that I could get a job. I could build things with my own hands. I could build my own business. I could work, for a company. I could freelance. I could work for the top major companies in the world, get the top pay in the world, right? But that also goes in with the fact that I got to constantly continue working, right? Which is cool. We all love to code, but one of the worst things that you do as a developer is like, now you got to work on somebody else's project that you don't even care about. I hated that shit about, like, when I used to work for companies and work for other people. I'm like, man, this is the part that I hate. I hate having to build shit that I don't even care about. But with trading, it just opened up my mind of like, what have I been doing all these years, in a sense. Like, it really gave me that epiphany of like, what was I doing all those years? Because I've had money for a long time, guys. Like, this isn't nothing new. When you guys met me, I had like $300,000 already. That's why I was able to go in. You saw all the YouTubers, all these people, they're like, hey man, I'm finally going full time. I was like, bro, I go full time whenever I want. I said, boom, I'm quitting my job. I go full time. I got bread. I could do this, right? And went full time. Started doing YouTube. Started doing my business. Ran Coding Phase. Coding Phase was on how you call this, wasn't even making money, right? It was on a breaking even, but I'm still living like I'm making 100, 200,000 a year type shit, right? But my business wasn't making no bread like that, right? But 2019 started changing. 2019, 2020, we started building, growing, adding more features, more courses, more things to the platform, which was a blessing, and everything came out good, right? But with the things that I've learned over the years now, I'm like, man, bro, I should have been buying in 2020 all these growth stocks. I should have been had, Tesla stocks. I should have been had, Nvidia. I should have been had all of these stocks because I got the bread in the fucking bank account. I got that shit tucked in. I'm one of those guys that be like, you want me to pull up 100,000? We could pull up 100,000. What you want? $500,000? We could pull up a $500,000. You want $1 million? We could pull up a fucking whole million. Well, it's gonna take me some time because banks don't want to fucking give you that type of bread. I remember one time I took out 84,000 for a commercial. Remember that? I did a 84,000, 84K, and I had a $84,000 like a baby. Fucking the bank was like, where are you gonna go with that money? Like they don't. It's your money, but they don't want you to have it, which is kind of fucking crazy. But yeah, so it's like in my head now, I'm like, I gotta put you guys on. I gotta share this with you guys so one of you guys will understand and be like, this might be something that I should learn. This might be something that I should pay attention to. Not to become like a millionaire, not to become rich. It just makes your life much easier. If you're able to go in and say for yourself, I could make an extra $200. Calculate that. If you could do that, 20 times in a month on average, right? Some days you're gonna be off, some days you're gonna do better, but it averaged out to like 200 for 20 days, right? That's around what? Pull out the calculator, right? 20 times 21, right? That's like, right? 200 times 21. That ends up being like around 4,200. It's extra bread. It's extra things that you could go in and start saving up for. You know what I'm saying? Start getting rid of some debt, some things. And again, I'm sharing this to you guys, not me trying to convince you. I'm just sharing what has been fucking good for me, man. And I think it's important not to gatekeep, because I see a lot of people that go in and you start seeing them, hey man, how this person got this big ass house? How this person got this big ass fucking car? How this person does this and that? And they don't really share how they make their bread. They don't put you on. They just want to flex on you. I'm not the type of person. I want to take care of the people that's around me, the people that I consider friends. A lot of people that come to this platform and watch me here, I consider you guys, I'm not going to say family because family is always fake. Every time you hear that from a job, hey, we're family. Nah, I consider you guys friends, right? Some people is, friends that I hang out with, friends that I could chill with. Some people's is acquaintances. Right? There's a couple of ghost acquaintances that come in here and they watch the channel, but don't really say hi, don't really talk to me, don't really support. Fine, you're an acquaintance, but I still, got love for you, right? But for those of you guys that been here with me and been on this whole journey, I'm not leaving you guys behind. I'm putting you on, and whatever it is that has worked for me and I know can work for you guys, I'm putting you guys on. You like it or not, I'm still gonna share it. Because Coding Phase in a sense is a platform for learning how to code, but it's really like my story in a sense of like, how do you come from poverty, right? Being a first time generation immigrant, sleeping on a couch for damn near 10 years. I didn't have a room till like 18, 19 years old, right? How do you go in and go to the worst high school, go to a community college? How do you go in and accomplish all the things that I've been able to accomplish? And it's really about education and always constantly pushing forward. I'm never happy with where I'm at, right? I'm never one of those people, and I hate people like that. Like, man, we got to give thanks that we have a roof over our head. Yes, we got to give thanks to we have a fucking roof over our head, but we also got to push ourselves because God is going to help us out go even further if we work hard. If we just chill and just relax and be like, yeah, I'm not learning no more. Or yeah, I'm not investing in myself. I'm not educating myself. Yeah, bro, you're going to be in the same fucking spot. I'm not that type of person. I'm someone that constantly continue to grow. Right now I'm going into my 40s, right? I'm 38, right? I got 2 more years before I hit 40, right? But my, my 40s is not going to look like the same way how my 30s looked. And my 30s did not look like my 20s. We have to grow, right? And you become more wiser over time, with everything that's happening in the world. I mean, this is crazy. It's still, look, this shit is going crazy. This is going bananas now, okay? People buying in like crazy. Everybody jumping in on this, okay? It's already halted again. God willing, okay, God willing, today this shit hits $100, right? With my little bitty shares, 215, right? On my average price of $2.57, which is fucking crazy. I'm pissed off that I haven't been able to get back in and buy more, right? I want to buy more, but I'm like, bro, it doesn't let me. It doesn't allow me to buy anymore because everybody's buying everything up right now. I should have fucking I finally got in earlier this morning at 2. I actually got in even earlier than that on this stock. I got in around 90 cents. I got in at 90 cents, bro. At 90 cents on this. 503 shares. And then I sold I sold at 122. So I made profit. I made like $200. Now in hindsight, looking back on it, I'm like, yo, you dummy. You should have just held it. Chill. Right? But I try to go in. This is a cash account. It's not my main account, right? So in my main account, what I try to do is just get 3% to 10%, right? And if I could get that from 90 cents to 120, that's a good trade for me. That's around, with $500, I made around $200. So that's a good even exchange, right? I'm risking, $50 to make 200. That's a good exchange, right? Sometimes there's opportunities like this one, it just continues. But I think it's important for you to understand, like, this doesn't happen every day. What we're seeing right now, this doesn't happen every single day. But this is why it's important to have that skill and understand how to get in and get out in situations like this, because this is, for some people, this thing is going to change people's lives today. I know yesterday I saw a guy on Twitter who literally went in and bought 1,000 shares, right? 1,000 shares and just let it ride, right? Because he saw the momentum. He saw that there was a bunch of halts. It wasn't really going down, right? And after hours, it went to 450. That's $400,000 with like $8,000, $450,000. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't even be able to do any of this shit if you don't know how to do it and you don't understand how this shit works. Trust me, I've seen all this shit. I remember when, people would tell me about crypto. Yeah, bro, this shit's going to 50. I'm like, bro, that shit's going down. This shit's not going nowhere. I'm not a believer. Boom. A lot of my friends, they made fucking millions of dollars. Now I'm here holding hundreds of thousands of dollars and I think I'm flexing. Nah, stupid. You got to invest. You got to put your money to work for you. Get yourself out there. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I see some of you guys in the chat. Again, this live stream is for me to chill, hang out with you guys. Let's see how far this thing goes. And then, just hang out with you guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. By the way, like I said, links in the description for those of you guys that want it. The Trading Fundamentals course, it's literally 50% off right now. It's on a pre-order. So it means that as I'm building the rest of the sections, right, we already got about 70% done. Now we're going into the space of actually trading within Webull, which is the platform that I use, right? But we teach you everything, how to read the charts, how to understand like what's happening, what's like a good stock, why is a good stock, like, all of the fundamentals. Like I go in and cover everything within that course. So links in the description if anybody wants it. Okay. Like I said, I'm not here to convince you to take it. To be honest, I don't care, right? I want you to take it because I want to help you. I want you to learn the skill for those of you guys that's been wanting to just make some extra income. Learn how to go in and make some extra income, right? I know a lot of you guys need it. You're in the same position as me. You got families, you got kids, you got family members that you want to help out. It's just a good feeling when you have like a little extra cash and a little extra something that, some way to bring in some extra money into the house. Trust me, like even though I've gotten to a lot of high levels in a sense compared to, just being regular Joe, but even when you get to this level, understand shit always happens. Like my bills is like a $20,000-$30,000 bills. You know what I'm saying? Like when something happens with one of the kids, is a $5,000 thing, right? House gets freaking torn up by a hurricane, that's a $200,000 play. Now I gotta take care of that shit. So, sometimes you be like, yo, more money comes, brings more problem. It's true, okay? Now, back in the days, my biggest problem was, how do I pay my T-Mobile cell phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I get an extra $100 so I can make sure I pay my T-Mobile on time? Now it's like, bro, I got this crazy bill that I gotta pay. I got this business that I gotta run. I gotta pay for this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different ball game, but it's still the same thing. That's why I went out of my way to learn this skill, because I'm like, yeah, you know what? I gotta go in and learn how to do this, because I know this works and has worked for a lot of people. But how do you actually learn this properly without somebody selling you a dream? And that's what I've been doing for the last 2-3 years, since 2023. Once I always talk about this. I know y'all probably tired of me talking about, Joe, you got a hurricane, this and that. Guys, that shit impacted me a lot, because I thought my life was set. I thought that I was good forever. I was like, man, I'm NBA right now, never going broke again. I'm gonna be fucking chilling. I'm gonna live in this big ass house, fucking pool in the back, doing this and that, right? And I could save my money. My goal was, I wanted to buy the Lamborghini Urus, right? Which was something I was gonna do that December for my birthday. Come to find out, November hit, right? I think it's October, November hit, right? And boom, hurricane comes in, hits my house. Insurance don't pay for shit. I gotta pay for all that shit. I'm like, bro, damn. So I thought I was good, but there's shit in life that you can't control. But at the end of the day, when you do have that extra cash and you have that bread and that capital, it just makes your life easier. Because even I was fucking going through hell and stressed out with all the shit that's been happening the past few years. But I was like, damn, what happens when you don't got it? I'm upset and being mad and disappointed and whatever, because I gotta lose some shit, like shit that I built for. It took me so long to get here and to do all of this stuff, right? But what happens when you lose it because you don't got it? That's different. That's when I went in and I said, okay, hold on, we gotta restructure this, right? I gotta go in and learn this new skill. I gotta go in and learn about investments. I gotta learn about the stock market. I gotta learn about new opportunities, because, in a sense, I'm still in the same cycle of, I gotta work for my money, right? Some people might say, well, Joe's chilling. Joe just does YouTube. Nah, I gotta bust my ass. I gotta hop on people's calls. I gotta fucking do the courses. I gotta do research. I gotta talk to recruiters. I gotta talk to fucking people from HR, right? And companies to see, how are they hiring people? What's going on in the industry? I gotta do all of this shit to earn $1, right? And then when you go in and life hits you and you gotta lose a 20%. 15% of your whole shit that you've been saving up, and you're like, wait, hold on, but I thought I was good. Guess what? You're not good enough. So how do you go in and take it to the next level? And it's really comes down to, like, you gotta invest, bro. Don't do what I did, right? This is why I'm coming in here. I'm sharing all of this stuff with you guys. This is not even like a trading channel. I share this because I was like, there's somebody here that's watching this, that's already a developer or becoming a developer, or even trying to get into the game. And it's like, they're going to get into this career with the mindset of, like, you're going to be good in this career, and you could be good. But at the same time, is how do you go and make sure that when you're working hard for this money at any company, how do you go in and make sure that you invest it right? How do you go in and make sure that your money's growing? Because if not, it's just money catching dust on a savings account. You know what I'm saying? And that, coming from where I come from, like, for us, it's like cash is king. We want to have cash for whatever happens. But the truth is that having money just saved up is really depreciating your money. You know what I'm saying? I could have been bought the Dunkin' Donuts that I always say, yeah, I'm going to buy a Dunkin'. I could have been bought all of that shit. But I was like, I like to have my money there. The truth is, I should have been bought the Dunkin' Donuts, right? I was going to put up, or I had this office building in 2020. I don't know if you guys remember this. I had even gone. I was about to do the lease. I was about to do all this stuff. And for some reason, I was like, yeah, but then I'm gonna have to let go of money. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to have my money saved up, right? So let me see. It is on by Ybor City, right? Again, I share all this stuff because I like to put people on, and I want people to learn from me, bro. Just to learn, how to do this shit right. Cause there isn't a Joe out here. Like I try to find a Joe. Like if I had a Joe that I could be like, let me listen to this guy, let me listen to his life story, and I could pick up some game from him, then my life would have been much easier. But I ain't really get a Joe. I ain't really find you know, a Joe out here because most of these people just gatekeep shit. They don't tell you how to make their bread. They don't put you on. No one mentors you. No one goes in and answers your emails. Like, I've hit up people before that I'll be like, man, I would love to have him as a mentor and reach out to him and like, shit, I got 100,000 subscribers. I'm doing pretty good in life. And those motherfuckers still don't even fucking answer to me. So that tells me, like, imagine you as a regular person. It's like most of these people, they don't want to put nobody on, bro. So this was this is here in Tampa. This spot, I was supposed to get this spot, bro. And I didn't get it because I was being cheap. I was supposed to have the coffee shop here. This was going to be a restaurant, right? I was going to have my offices up here, right? Where I was going to have, a digital agency. Well, have my digital agency, but, the pandemic hit and all that bullshit happened. So then I said, okay, cool. I was just going to get it. And then in here, I was just going to have it like how I had it in Connecticut. In Connecticut, I had an office where any one of you guys could have went to the office and come to a meetup. And I was going to do that here on the second floor. And then I was going to have my main office on the third floor. Right? But guess why I didn't do it? I didn't want to fucking invest my money that I have in my pocket. And I want to keep it saved up. I want to keep it there because it feels good to have $1 million, $2 million saved up. That's dumb. You got to put that shit to work. Okay? You got to put that shit to work. If you could learn anything from me, that's the only thing that I will tell you. Look at this. We are $11 right now. This shit is crazy. With $2, we are $11. We're $1,700 for the day. Okay? This thing is about to open up. This shit about to open up again. I really believe that we might have, guys, like a crazy day today. This might be a day that we take $600 and make it into fucking $10,000. Which is fucking crazy. Oh my God. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Cause it's like we got what, 215 shares. 215 shares. Alright? 215 shares times 100 comes out to 21,000. Do I believe it's gonna go to 21,000? Could be, but I believe that it could go to 50. We got till 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., the market closes. When the market closes, there's no more halts. There's no more halts. Everybody's gonna be able to get in, and this shit is about to go crazy. Now it could also drop, and I'll be good because when it drops, I'll be like, boom, sell my shares, and I make 1,400. At the most, I'll lose is 300 out of the 1,800 that we are in profit. So regardless, we in a good space. But again, this is the type of shit that I'd be like, thank God I fucking learned this shit, bro. Like, it's a good feeling, man. You know how hard I gotta work for $10,000, bro? A lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I gotta do a lot of shit. Now we do that shit on the regular. You know what I'm saying? My personal portfolio is through the roof. Go look up Meta. Meta don't went, from like 600 to 700. We got thousands and thousands and thousands on Meta. Like, since I went in, I say, let me go in. Why you guys think? Some people might say, why Joe sold his house? Why Joe? I need to get my cash out so I could move that weight. I could put that shit in the streets. We putting that money on Figueroa right now, bro. we make Wall Street Figueroa, bro. Shout out to everybody in here. Again, I'm trying to share a game with you guys and get to hang out with you guys. So this is like a me having a conversation with you guys. I'm not trying to sell you or anything. Yes, there is a course there of the trading fundamentals. You take it if you want to. If you don't want to, I don't care. Right? I'm trying to help that one person that does want it. Now, unfortunately, I can't give it out for free. I'm not gonna go in and fucking give something that has taken me 3 years and I paid money for and lost money to then from there give you the shortcut and give you the game and you just come in scotch free. Like, nah, it doesn't work like that. The world cannot work like that because nobody gave it to me for free. So again, but if whoever wants it, let me chill right now. Right now, let's talk about something else. I just want to hang out and talk to you guys in the chat. Let me see, Stan, what's going on? Ricky B, what's going on? Precious Metal crashed today. Yeah, man. I was on NAM yesterday, and it got crazy. It got really, really crazy. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it started going down so crazy. Let me see. Joe, how do you get your news for stocks and breaking news to trade daily? What I like to do is I look at the top gainers. And I also go in and use certain tools. Again, I'm not gonna give the whole game here. That's what the course is for. But I do give you all of my resources. How do I go in and find when a stock is moving, what's going on, what are the best groups to be part of, right? Because just like learning how to code, you're not gonna get everything from me, right? Like when you go in, you say, well, I'll go to Free Code Camp, or I'll go to Team Treehouse, or I'll go to Coding Phase. You also have to understand that you're now in a space of development, right? There's things that I can go in and give you, but this might be a thing that some guy on YouTube might also give you, or there might be something that Free Code Camp might give you that will help you go and grow. Same thing with trading, right? Trading, you have to go in and go into the space too of what's happening, what's going on. Now, there's a lot of channels, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of TikTokers, Instagram. People go in and sell dreams all the freaking time. Look at this shit. It's just still going. Let me see if I buy a little bit. This shit is crazy. Now it's at 13. Look, everybody buying in. Everybody holding. No, I can't even get in, bro. Look at this. I'll try to buy 10 shares. I can't even buy no more. It's not letting me buy at all because everybody buying it up right now. This shit is gonna go crazy, especially because yesterday one stock went to 450. This one has the potential to go at least to 100. Okay, everybody's trying to get in this thing because this shit is out of here. We already up. This is the new. Remember we were just up 1,700. Now we up 2,243. With 200, with how much was the, I'll tell you right now, what was the, how much I actually just went in with, which is kind of crazy. I'm so mad at myself. I couldn't buy no more. With $500, we already at 2,300. Okay. I was risking really around, $50. With $50 of risk, we're going to 2,000 plus now. We already, this is the shit that again, I'm just trying to put you guys on. I don't care. I'm not trying to convince you of some shit. I want to share this. So when somebody comes in and be like, all right, Joe, how you doing this? How you moving? Like, bro, I got my business, right? I learned how to code, got a job, right? Build my business. My business gave me capital. I use my capital to go in. I lived the life. I did whatever the hell I want. Bought all the cars that I wanted. I did all the shit I wanted. I bought the house that I loved and I wanted. I did all that shit. Then from there, I went in and I started getting into investments and getting into learning new skills. That's when you see me moving a certain type of way. This 2026 is going to be a little bit different this year. I'm not going to be here like showing off. Guys, we could do all that shit. But you're going to see Joe doing a little trip to Japan, taking his son to Gundam, right? Going to might go to Dubai a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Finding I could go in, go back to New York and chill the fuck out. I don't have to deal with anything with a house. We might even get another condo in Miami because I want to go to Miami. I want to go for the weekends to Miami. My kids love Miami. But again, not to be like flexing. I'm not that type of person. I'm a family man. The shit that you're gonna see and the things that you see as I continue to grow, it's me taking care of my family. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest flex. It's like when I go in and someone tells me, hey man, I got this, and I'm like, that's cool and all. But I've been able to take care of my kids. I've been able to freaking be there for my kids. I work from home. I got my own businesses, right? I'm able to go in and take 5-6 different vacations a year, right? With the whole family, right? Bring my mom from New York. Like, yo, come down. We're going to fucking Great Wolf Lodge. We're going to Miami. We're going to fucking, Naples in Florida. We're going to freaking Orlando for whatever, for freaking what's the name of my favorite place? Is it Treasure Island? No, I don't think it's Treasure Island. Volcano Bay. It's like, it's corny shit in a sense, but it's a family man corny shit. It's like family man type flex. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm into now. I'm not into like doing all that shit. Like, even myself, like, look, I got this hoodie for, I think, like 5-6 years, bro. Like, I'm not in the mood of like, let me go and get this clothes. Is that my kids is fresh? They go in and fresh all the time, right? For me, I work just to make sure that we good and we take care of everything. But again, I'm trying to put you guys on, for those of you guys that care. Like I said, links in the description, whoever wants it. Let me see. We need to do a challenge, 1K or 5K, to where we could call out plays and run the bag together. Yeah, that would be cool, man. I want to open up like how you call this? We got the Discord. We could hang out in the Discord. Any one of you guys that want to go in and I trade throughout the day. I don't trade all day because I got to run other shit and I got to do business. Like right now, I got to take my son. He wants to play basketball. So while this thing is running here, I'm going to leave it there running. I'm going to watch it over my phone, but I'm going to go play basketball with my son. He wants to go shoot the ball. But in the morning time, that's when I'll be active. So if you want to hop on a Discord, we can open up the Discord on the Coding Phase Discord. We will open up a channel for anybody that's interested in trading. We could talk, and bounce ideas and opportunities in the morning. I'll give you the same things that I'm jumping in. And of course, don't use me as a signal, right? What you would like to do is like, you got to learn the skill and learn on your own. Okay? You got to learn on your own what works for you, because if you got a full-time job, right, you wouldn't be able to trade the same way how I trade or at the same time. Look at this shit. This shit's still going, bro. Still going. 16 now. Now we are at 2,400. What sucks about this is like, I can't get in. I'm going to have to put it at 16. But at this point, to be honest with you, if I was to buy more over here, it wouldn't make sense. I mean, it could make sense, but it won't be such a big flip. Like, let's say I could go in and risk buying $4,000 worth of the shares right now with the hopes that it goes to 100. But it's at 14. So in reality, I'm only like multiplying. If it goes to 100 or $50, right? I'm really just like multiplying that money by 4 or 5 around there. So for me, it wouldn't even make sense for me to risk, because if there is a risk now, because it's already so high, if this thing starts selling out, then I'm gonna lose a lot of my profit. I'd rather go in and just let whatever I already have in there and let it ride, because the opportunity was when it was $2, $3 this morning. But I couldn't get in. It didn't let me buy anymore. But shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, man. We're 356% up. That means that we basically almost 4x the initial investment, which is crazy. And it sucks because I couldn't put it in my main account. If I would have put it in my main account like how I did yesterday, would have been a fucking crazy story right now. Right now, I would have been, yo, guys, we're $50,000 up. What up, son? You know what I mean? Nah, but we enjoy this shit. A good $10,000 day, $5,000 day, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Most people, how hard you got to work for $200 in one day. I know you go in and you work fucking uh, any job right now, you're making like $200 a day. So if I make 5,000, I'm making 10x what a regular person will go in and do that shit all day. Fucking come home all sweaty or tired. We do that shit in a couple of few hours. I mean, in this situation, a few hours, but sometimes it's just a few minutes. Let me see. Reading through here, the red Joe, one of the few put what Joe, one of the few putting us on, letting us know about how to create real wealth. We appreciate you, big bro. Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys too. Okay, I appreciate you guys too. Do you trade on margin? No, I don't like trading on margin. Margin is good once you reach $25,000, right? There is some platforms out there that you could use with like $1,000, $2,000, and they'll lend you in a sense $500. But the problem with margin is that the same way how you can make a lot of money, you could lose a lot of money. So like right now, I go in and if I buy $100 worth of a stock, I'm risking $10, right? At the most. Now, if I go in and I use margin, I'm buying, let's say, $400 worth of a stock. If it goes down 10%, I'm not losing $10. I'm losing $40. So yesterday, another thing too that happened, and this is the dangers of it, right? Good thing that you brought this up. There was a guy. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta make sure, cause my Twitter is crazy, bro. Let me put it on this screen. Hold on, cause if you know Twitter, you know Twitter gets nasty. Twitter don't care. Twitter, you'll be on Twitter, looking for a specific tweet, and next thing you know, you got freaking, you got random corn popping up. Yeah, so there was this guy. Let me see if I find it. TGCL, hold on. Uh, Let me see, where is it? Damn, guys, I've been freaking sick. I'm trying to find this tweet. This guy, I think he. Let me see if I find it. Damn, I think he deleted it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so there was a guy yesterday that I feel bad for him. Um, Sometimes you see this gurus who be telling people like, "Oh, you should short a stock, da da da, is the best way to make money." Bro, that shit is so risky because you're using margin and just like how it just works in general. But yeah, I think he deleted it. The dude was like, he lost. Damn, he lost like $50,000. And what sucks is that he was like, man, I'm just trying to take care of my family, this, and that. And I'm like, bro, who told you to be shorting? Like, you don't want to short. We at 2,500 now. Yeah, you don't want to be shorting, bro. What do you guys think? Should I sell? I feel like just locking in $1,000, like just to lock it in, right? Because we up 2,487. But let's see what happens in this next one. But it's always good to take profit. Let me see. Joe, do you trade on margin? Yeah. So I don't do trades on margin. I use my cash, and I because it's also too. I like to be safe. I don't want to go in and lose unlimited money on shorting, or I don't want to go in and use margin, which allows me to trade risky. Now there's opportunities. There's moments that trading margin makes sense. Like right here, this would have been a nice. If I only had, let's say, $500, and I wanted to go in and trade something like this on the upside, and then I could go and use margin, um, and I could say, well, I'm gonna use margin to allow me to go in and trade with $2,000 worth. Then that would have been nice. That would have made sense for someone, right? It's a risk that you're taking, and if you lose $200, cool. You lost, you know, was it 30-40% of your initial investment. But it would if it played out right, a $2,000 play, like right now, I only with I'm in here right now with 251 shares, bro, and I'm already up $2,000. If I would have went in with, let's say, $3,000, right? $3,000. Um, yeah, $3,000, and let's say my average was divided by $3, or let's say $2.50, right? That would have been 1,200 shares. Okay, so 1,200 shares at $2.50 at the price that it is now. So 1,200 times 1527. That's $18,000 right there. At that point, you say, yeah, risking, risking, $2,000, or would have been a nice risk to make 18,000. Like that makes sense, right? But again, I like to play safe. I don't like to go in. This is not about gambling. There's opportunities to go in and make some bread, but I like to keep it safe. I don't like to go in and be like, let's YOLO, because same way how this shit could go up, it could come down, right? So also too, if you're so high on something, you're buying something, you're sizing up too much, then if it goes down, you'll be like, oh, I gotta sell right away. Now in here, as you can see, we've had some moments that it went down, but then from there it picked it up. Like right now, I'm not worried about this. Like if it's at 15, right? If I had, let's say I had bought $10,000 worth of it, then and I'm losing $1, I'm worried, right? But where I'm at right now, I'm sweet. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with whatever happens here, right? I'm already comfortable with whatever happens. I'm not even worried about it. If it drops here to like 13, bounces back up, it's fine, or it goes down to like 10, then I'll cash out. But if I was like sizing up really really big, then $1 drops, yeah, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm stressed. Here I'm like, I only bought like freaking $500, and we fucking multiplied it by 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not bad. That's a good trade. But yeah, man. Yeah, just came in here, hang out with you guys, talk to you guys a little bit. I know some of you guys probably like, Joe, I'm here for the code, bro. I don't want to hear this shit. Um, it is what it is. I like to share my life. I like to share what works for me. You know what I mean? StreamYard, yeah, I need to use StreamYard, bro. Let me see. It says, I'm a lifetime member. I bought the trading course, Joe. You deserve your flowers and thousands more. You're solid, real as fuck. Now I appreciate it, bro. But go through that course. That's not a course to play around. Either way, is like go through it. Go and learn how to use trading view, paper trade, And then once you're ready, then you want to go in and trade, or just do like long-term investment. If you say I just want to go in and do like long-term investment, you could do that too. Like today, it's a great opportunity. Again, now financial advice, you take it with a grain of salt, right? But look into SoFi. SoFi dropped like crazy today. Okay, SoFi dropped like crazy, and I'll be honest, SoFi is actually a good company. There's a huge opportunity here with SoFi that as it drops, if it gets to a point where, let's go for the daily on this. If SoFi drops all the way to like $20, so $17 around here, this is a really, really good buy because it's a good company. Like it's not a bad company, and like I use SoFi, so there's opportunities there. You know what I mean? When the market's selling, the people that got the cash, that's when they buy in. They don't buy in when the shit's on the top. They're waiting until everything drops, and then they go in, boom, and buy into the market. And then 6 months from now, people be like, oh shoot, like man, that was just like a little blip in the market. Like last year, remember when Trump came into office, right? When Trump came into office, there was a huge drop in the market. And when that happened, everybody was selling. And guess what people did? Instead of selling, they bought in. So this is June. So in June, it was $5, and it's been going up ever since. So the opportunities is there. So this might see like a bounce off the 18. So if it drops to 18, I'm buying. If it drops to 18, I'm buying SoFi and just holding it there, for the next year. And that's long-term investment. That's like, it's not day trade. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's in here. Let me see who's in here. Oh, we're at 2,000. Yeah, 2,000. What the hell happened? Let me see. Let's see. Somebody said 2 days in a row, 40x runners with no news. What's happening? Somebody said that it's gonna be hold it till da-da-da. Ran just through here. It could be a T2 also too. Could be this could be like a T12, matter of fact. Where it's like they stop everything. But yeah, man, it's just opportunities, things that could opportunities that you could get in, could get out. It is what it is. But yeah, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here. I'm gonna go take my kid to the park. We want to play some little basketball, and yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys in you know in my mind to see what you guys is up to, right? Whoa, I have my boy Kelvin Davis. Kelvin, what's going on, bro? Damn, bro, I haven't seen my boy since years, man. Okay, shit is crazy. What do you think about buying stocks with dividend? Yeah, I think that could work too. I know a lot of people who do that too. That's like a long term play. It's good to like just build it up and build that portfolio, and then pretty much your dividends pay for your lifestyle and help you grow. Um, but I like I like to live on the edge. I like to go in and going in and being able to to trade. You get what I'm saying? Like I like to have control of it. You get what I'm saying? Like if I want to get in, I'll get in. If I want to get out, I'll get out. I don't want to hold something just forever until God knows what. You know what I mean? Because you never know what could happen, right? But yeah, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here, guys. I'm gonna see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again. Codingphase.com. Take care. Peace.